we're going to start on our backs. We don't need any props for this class. You start on your backs, if it's comfortable for you, with the soles of your feet together, knees dropping out to the side, and maybe taking cactus arms just to begin to fan out the shoulder blades on the floor. Maybe take the tips of your thumbs and forefingers together. And taking the first few moments of the practice to arrive. Opening your senses out to the morning. To sound, to colour and light, and fragrance and taste. And to the sensations of your physical body. What's here with you this morning? Do you feel heavy in your body this morning? Or maybe you feel quite light and refreshed from a good night's sleep. Maybe you're more aware of the light caress of air on your skin and the space around your body. Are you able to drop the weight of your body down into the earth that receives you and comes back up to meet you? Aware of that point of contact between your body and the surface below. What do you notice there? And dropping into the stream of a natural breath. No effort, no striving. Feeling the breath breathing you. As you keep softening, you keep letting go. Can you take a moment to notice if there's any tension in the face? Your forehead and temples softening there. Around and behind your eyes. Your upper and lower jaws maybe almost unhinging. And And your tongue released and relaxed in the mouth, from the tip all the way to the root of the tongue at the back of your throat. Can you set all thoughts, all emotions, all sensations free to be here? You simply lie and breathe and sense with the morning. Obviously, if there's any pain in the hips, you can simply bring your knees together, soles of your feet on the floor. Are you able maybe to ask yourself the question of why you're here? I don't mean to be facetious, but to invite you to bring your awareness to why you're here. What does your life want from you right now? Might you want to set a particular focus or intention for your practice? And dropping that attention, that focus into the space of your heart. Softening the front of that heart space, the back, the left side and the right, and the top and the bottom. Allowing the doors of your heart to fling open in all these directions. As you sense and breathe with the morning. I'm going to move into a breathing practice here. You're absolutely welcome to stay in this position. Or you might like to bring your hands to your belly. You might like to bring the soles of your feet to the floor, all depending on how you're feeling in the body. And are you able to constrict the back of your throat a little to bring the stream of the breath over the back of your throat in an ujjayi ocean breath? Finding your own rhythm as the resonance of the ocean breath sounds in your head, in your chest. And seeing if you're able to continue with this ocean breath with ujjayi, but keeping a real softness in your throat and your face, so you're not clenching. But you're filling yourself with a swell of the ocean or the sound of wind in the trees. Very soft in the lower belly to encourage more breath in. And then next time you take a breath in, breathing in for a count of 4. Pausing and then breathing out for a count of 6. Maybe feeling your navel dropping back towards your spine. Pausing as the exhalation fades away. And then continuing this breath. If 4 and 6 isn't right for you, choose your number and then just make sure that your exhalations are longer than your inhalations. You might find that your attention is more drawn towards the top of the inhalation. Or you may find that your attention is rather drawn to the end of the exhalation as it fades away into the space around you. Can you just notice your relationship to this particular breath? And taking a few more rounds and really consciously softening in the body as you allow the earth to have you. Seeing if you can let go of any residual tension as you drop. The exhalations can really help with that. And then making your next exhalation, the last count, the last ujjayi. Returning to a natural breath and extending your legs out so they're mat distance apart, feet put right into the corners of your mat and your arms beside you. And take a moment to simply drop into a natural breath now, noticing how you feel. And then can you press your heels into the mat and begin to move over the heels? So you're rocking over the heels. We did this last night for anybody who was here for the restorative class. So you're not really with effort pointing your toes and pulling them towards you. You're simply rocking. And the heavier and the looser your body, the better for this shake up of your fascia. Shake up of the mesh of connective tissue that permeates every cell of your body. Can you keep going, having this wobble, having this shake? And even if your calf muscles begin to feel it, taking a few more moments to shake up the whole system. Loosening the joints, obviously not in the long term, but just the sense of floppy release. And then slowly let that go. Can you feel the fizz? Can you feel that tingle, that vitality in your whole system? Can you let yourself go into that? And then bending your knees up again. And we'll come back to the soles of the feet together. Your heels can be as far away or as close into the groin as possible. You find your pose, and your arms are down by your sides, palms facing in. And can you begin to press your heels a little bit more together and the outside edges of your feet a little bit more into the floor? And then on a breath in, begin to lift your arms and lift your pelvis, and bone by bone your spine comes off the mat. Pause here, and then on a breath out, slowly bring your arms down and press each vertebra into the mat as you come down, distinguishing between one bone at a time. And then take 4 more of these little butterfly back bends, sunflower back bends they're called. Maybe you've reintroduced Ujjayi, that would be absolutely lovely. Really differentiating between the vertebrae of your spine as you come down. It's also helping a more expansive breath here. And when you come up into your last sunflower pose, can you stay here for 5 breaths? Pushing your feet into the floor, lifting the side waist, lifting the hips, feeling the glory of the opening, the whole of the front of the body and the strengthening of your back. And then taking one more breath in, and slowly, slowly, bone by bone, release yourself down to the floor. Bring your knees together, the soles of your feet on the floor. For a moment, bring your knees to touch and the soles of your feet move wide apart. So you take your hand to your belly and you simply breathe. And then sliding your hands up your thighs to your knees to bring your knees in towards you. We'll have a little bit of a circle. We spent the whole week working with the sacroiliac joint. And again, we come here to Just a little bit of a massage over those joints and the very areas where your hip bones, your ilia, connect to your sacrum. And then take the circles in the opposite direction. And then bringing your knees in towards you, but with your arms out in a T-shape, palms facing down. So you can press into the floor a little bit with your hands. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, take your legs to the left, but don't drop them to the floor. Squeeze the thighs together, take your eyes to the right. And as you breathe in, strong abdomen as you come back to the neutral. And exhale, knees to the right without touching the floor, your eyes to the left. So you can feel the work here in the various layers of your abdominal muscles. Can you keep going a few times? With the breath, you exhale to move to one side. You inhale to come up to the top. Try and relax in the face and allow the work to be in the abdomen. Not clenching, but engaging back towards the spine. And then next time you come over to the left, now release the knees down. Maybe take your left hand to the right knee. Turn the right palm up and look over to the palm as you simply soften and release into the pelvis and the spine here. Breathe. Can you really soften the inside of your thighs? And the face again. And then bring your head back to neutral. Draw your knees in towards you. And then drop them to the right. Right hand on the left knee. And looking over towards your left hand and softening the whole body. And breathe with that tenderness, that simplicity that we've begun this practice with today. So Amanda, I can see you're here, and we had a restorative class yesterday which was focused on vagal tone, focused on the vagus nerve, which you had requested. And this flow today is, all yoga really is going to affect the vagal tone of our nervous system. But this class isn't particularly focused on that in the way that you requested. I did that last night. I'm sorry you missed it. But I did record it, so I'll put it on YouTube when I get myself organized. And then bringing your head back to neutral. Bringing your knees in towards you. Having a little bit of a squeeze, a little bit of a roll from side to side. And then taking your fingers behind your knees and rocking yourself either to the side or from head to tail, and we'll meet in an all fours position. Good morning. It's taken us half an hour to get here. Hopefully very sensitive to the breath and to sensation, which is really my aim here. Let's take a few cat-cow movements. So breathing in and tilting the spine forwards, and feel the shoulder blades on your back. And breathing out, scoop up the front body into the back body and push back into a child. And breathe in, come up high. And breathe out, come back to child. And breathe into all fours and dip again. The pelvis comes forwards. And breathe out, scoop up, come back to your child. Come up high. Pelvis comes forwards a little. Find your child's pose. Come down. Inhale to all fours and dip the belly towards the floor. Exhale, scoop the front body up, back to child. Inhale, come up high. Exhale, child. Inhale to all fours and now curl your toes under and find your downward dog. 5 breaths here, taking your time to really walk it out. Breathing fully. You don't have to have both heels down towards the floor. One more breath in, and then as you breathe out, drop your knees and roll yourself all the way down over your belly. Arms down beside you, palms facing down. And breathing in, press your hands into the floor and your feet and only lift your chest up. And breathe out, come down. And again, pressing everything into the floor as you lift your chest, opening into the throat. Don't fling your head back. Breathe out, come down. And breathing in one more time. Really strengthening the muscles around the shoulder blades. And breathe out, come down. Bringing your hands by your ribs. Inhale, push yourself to all fours. Exhale, downward dog. For 5 breaths in your downward dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale here, and then on the exhale, simply drop your knees. And bring your right knee forwards and slide the right foot around the left knee. We're going to come into Gomukhasana, shoelace pose. Absolutely fine to have your left leg extended. So I know that I often say this is my favourite pose, and I've had emails from people saying it's not my favourite pose at all, and I totally understand that. It took me years to be able to feel my sitting bones on the floor, but now I can. I really like it. So extend the left leg if this isn't comfortable, and take a little bit of time to drop down through the base of the body. Finding that breath, that tone of the breath that you might have developed at the beginning of the practice. And then breathing in, open out your arms. And breathe out, give yourself a hug, right arm over the left. And then breathe in, open out your arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And breathe out, left arm over the right. And then breathe in, open out your arms, a real squeeze of the shoulder blades here. And we're going to bring the left arm over the right again for eagle arms. And if you can't wrap your arms around each other, keep the left arm extended and use the right elbow to draw the arm around the body. And as you breathe in now, hitch your shoulders up to your ears and then exhale, slide them down. And take any movements that you need in order to be able to really feel into the space at the back of the ribs. Elbows and hands are lifted up and away from the face. Breathe here, a few breaths. Keep dropping down through the base of the body, grounding yourself here. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, release your arms and take your right hand down beside you. And inhale, lift up your left arm. And then take a little side stretch over to the right. So I'm really interested today in feeling into the side of the body. So can you feel from your left hip all the way up the sideways, the ribs? And soften and breathe here. And then looking down at your right hand, inhale, push yourself up and we'll bring that little side stretch to the other side. See as you feel into the right side of the body, if you can keep dropping down through that right hip. And breathe here. Softening. And then look down at the left hand and push yourself up, inhale. And exhale, if you can, bring yourself back into an all fours position, sliding the right leg back around. Push yourself back to downward dog. And breathe here. Can you allow this pose to speak to you from the inside out as you feel it? And breathing in, this time come forwards to plank. And take a breath out in your plank, drawing the front body into the back body. Take another breath in. And then breathe out, drop your knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you drop your chest and your chin. And on the next breath in, slide your knees away, chest comes forwards. And come into a little bit of a cobra. And breathe out here. Take another breath in. And then come down, breathe out. Pushing yourself up to all fours, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Feeling the whole body alive, the whole body connected to the earth, but also every part of your body connected with every other part, and the breath. One more breath in, and then breathe out, drop your knees, and begin to bring the left knee forwards. Take the left foot out around the right knee. So you can then sit back for your Gomukhasana, your cow face legs or shoelace. Right leg extended if you can't release down through both sitting bones. Take a little while to get here and to really drop down through the base of the body. Hi Gila, haven't seen you for a while. Hope you've had a lovely holiday. It's always interesting to see who rocks up on a Saturday morning. And then breathing in, open your arms out wide. And breathe out, bring your right arm over the left for a little hug. And breathe in, open out wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades and breathe out, left arm over the right. Little hug. And then breathe in, open out wide, really nice squeeze of the shoulder blades. And this time wrap the right arm over the left for the full eagle arms, or Keep the right arm extended if you need to. And have a little shimmy around here. And then breathing in, lift your shoulders right up to your ears, and exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. And lift your elbows and hands up away from your face, and then just drop into the pose, into the breath. Breathe. So really feeling into the back of the ribs, as well as the pelvis and the little squeeze of the legs together. One more breath in, and then as you breathe out, release your arms and take your left hand down to the floor. And then breathe and lift up the right arm. Find length before you come down into a little bit of a side stretch to the left. And take a few breaths here and a little bit of an inquiry into what's going on in the right side of the body. Breathe. One more inhalation, and as you exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, push yourself up and simply bring that side stretch to the other side. One more inhale. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, push yourself up. Let's take a moment to feel the body before we come out of our shoelace. And then in your own way, finding yourself back in a downward dog. And you could take your hands and your feet wide apart to create space around the ribs, space in the pelvis. Lower belly engaged as you breathe here. Pushing the mat apart with your hands and your feet. And then looking in between your hands and walk, step or jump your feet forwards into a forward fold. And breathing in to a flat back, strong legs. And breathe out, fold. Palms together, breathing in, come all the way up, push through your feet. And exhale, hands to your heart and feel your verticality. It's taken us a long time to get here. Are you breathing Ujjayi, or have you returned to a natural breath? Hi Tamara, lovely to see you. And then breathing and lift your arms up. And breathe out, swan dive down. And lift yourself to a flat back, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back and bring the knee down. Stabilizing in the front foot, inhale, lift your arms up and exhale here. Zipping up your lower belly a little bit, so not gripping, but you're supporting your lower back from the lower abdomen. Inhaling here and exhale, open your wings. And inhale, reach. Exhale, open your wings. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open your wings. And then inhale, reach and straighten the upper body a little. And exhale, come to a twist to the right. Press your left hand down. Lift your right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale, look down. Take your right hand down. And inhale, twist to the left. Keep it light. Just keep it about what you can feel into. One more breath in. And then breathe out. Take your left hand down. Take your right hand to your knee. And inhale, lift up. And on the exhale, bring your left arm over a little bit to the right to take a side stretch in your baby dragon. Can you feel into the side body again? The lower abdomen is helping the support here. And next time you inhale, straighten up and lift both arms up. Exhale, bring the heels of your hands together and twist to the right, looking over your right shoulder, pressing your arm into the knee. If you want to, curl the back toes under and lift the back knee for a twisted lunge. One more breath in. Breathing out, look down. Drop both hands inside the front foot. Begin to make your way around to the long end of your mat. And we'll move into Skandasana, so bending into the left knee, right toes come towards you. And then making your way back to the right, feeling your way into the inside seams of your legs and the groin here. Breathe. Some of you might like to do this with your hands to your heart. And then moving to bend into the left knee, placing both hands around the left foot so you're at the back of your mat. Come into your lunge. Slide the left foot back into a downward dog. Breathing here. And rippling forwards into plank. And choose your way down to the mat. You might want to come down Chaturanga Dandasana now. And breathe in, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Notice I'm not flinging my head back. And breathe out, come back down. Pushing yourself to all fours, downward dog. And looking in between your hands, step your left foot forwards and bring your right knee down. Stabilize down through that front foot. Lower belly zipped up. Breathe in. Sweep your arms up, maybe a little bit of a back bend, and feel the shoulder blades on the back. Take a breath in and exhale, open your wings, really glowing up through the chest. And breathe in, lift. And breathe out. And breathe in, lift. And breathe out. And then breathe in, lift, straightening the upper body. And then bring yourself to a twist to the left. Exhale. Take another breath in here. Take another breath in. Place the left hand down. And then take a little twist to the right. Breathe in. Feel that right shoulder blade on the back. One more breath in. And then place your right hand down, breathe out. Left hand to your knee. And breathe in, come up, right arm raised, and come into that little side stretch to the left. Really helps for stability to scissor the legs in towards each other, front heel and back knee drawing towards each other. Lower belly engaged. Feel the right side body here. And then breathing and lift both arms up and straighten. Heels together, exhale and twist to the left. Press the arm against the knee. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe if you want to, curl under the back toes, lift the knee. And breathe life into your twist, of buoyancy here. One more breath in. Breathe out, drop the back knee, look down. Bring both hands inside that front foot. And we'll come back around the long end of the mat for a little bit of our Skandasana. You could take your fingers out in front of you, clasped. Some of you might like your arms up above. Whatever works for you. As you drop through the sitting bones. Don't worry if your heel can't reach the floor. Beautiful. And then coming all the way to the right, bringing yourself into that lunge, facing over the right knee. One more breath in. And then slide back to a downward dog. Breathe out. Feel the body now. How's your breath? Ripple forwards to plank. If you like, come with me to an upward dog, where you flip your feet over. Otherwise, drop your knees and come all the way down to the mat for a cobra. If you're in the upward dog, drop your hips and then push into your hands to lift the chest. Push into your feet. And keep dropping the pelvis down as you squeeze the shoulder blades down the spine. One more breath in. And then come all the way back to your downward dog. Breathe here. And then looking in between your hands, walk, step or jump your feet forwards into a forward fold. Exhale. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale, fold again. Bring your hands together as you breathe in and you push all the way up. And exhale. Come to feel the body. Feel the body. Notice your breath. Notice the earth beneath your feet. We're going to take that same sequence again, but with the choice to lift the back knee more this time to make a stronger lunge if you want to. You don't have to. Breathing in, lift. And breathe out, fold. Breathing in, flat back. And breathe out, step your left foot back, bringing the knee down or not. Find stability. Breathe in, come all the way up. And breathe out here. Take a breath in and breathe out, open your wings. Breathing in, lift. Need that little zip up in the lower abdomen. Breathe out, open your wings. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, open your wings and glow from the heart space in all directions. And then breathe in, lift, straightening your torso. And exhale, take that twist to the right. One more breath in. Place the right hand down. Take that twist to the left. Feel the body here. Feel your skin. One more breath in. And then drop both hands down. Take your right hand to your knee. Lift yourself up again, left arm lifted. And come over into that little side stretch, pushing through that back heel if the knee's lifted. And breathe here. One more breath in and a breath out. And lift both arms. I'm going to drop my back knee and come into that little twist to the right. If you want to, you've dropped the knee and you can then lift it again to explore 3 breaths in this twist. What can you feel and what can you move around into? One more breath in, then breathe out, look down and place both hands inside that front foot. And then come around the long end of your mat for a little bit of Skandasana from side to side. Some people like to move their arms like this. If you want to, please do. Pushing one hand forwards and one hand back. Until you're ready to come down inside the left foot. Come to that lunge, facing the back of your mat. Find your downward dog. And breathe in, ripple forwards to plank. And breathe out, come to the mat your way. And then breathing in, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. If you want to push it into an upward dog, that's fine. And breathe. One more breath in. And then find your downward dog your way, breathe out. Looking in between your hands, step your left foot forwards. Keeping the right knee up or down, listen to your body. Stabilize here and then come all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, open your wings. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Really lifting the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, open. And the next time you inhale and lift, straighten your torso. And then twist to the left, right hand, plant it down. Breathe. Take a breath in. Plant the left hand down and open your twist to the right. Breathe in. One more breath in. Exhale, drop the right hand. Left hand to the knee. Inhale, come up. Lifting the right arm and come over into that side stretch. Breathe here, lower belly zipped up, pushing through that back heel. On an inhale, lift both arms up. And exhale, I'm dropping the back knee to come into my twist to the left. Heels of the hands pressing. And then lifting the knee again if you want. Breathe. One more breath in. As you breathe out, look down, take both hands down inside that left foot. And this time, let's bring our way into a wide angled forward fold, long end of the mat. Toes are in, heels are out. Really separate your sitting bones and lengthen the spine first. Full breath in and then draw yourself down. Taking your hands as far through or between the legs as you like. 5 deep breaths. Can you rock your weight a little bit into the front of your feet? One more full breath in and a long breath out. And then walking your way around to the front of your mat. Sliding back into a downward dog. Rippling forwards to plank. Choosing your way down to the mat. I'm going to take a knees, chest, chin. Slide yourself into a little back bend of your choice. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward dog. Can you lengthen the side body now? And then looking in between your hands, walk, step or jump your feet forwards. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands to your hips. Press into your feet as you inhale, come all the way up. And now feel the body. Take a moment to breathe and to feel. There's no hurry. Feel the earth, feel the stability. Feel the air on your skin. And then breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, fold. And breathe into a flat back. And step back to your downward dog. And pressing into your left foot, float the right leg up behind you, lift it from the navel. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the right foot in between your feet and bring the left heel down. Make sure your feet are heel to instep. And then windmill your arms up for warrior two. And I'm going to leave you to breathe in your warrior two. Feel it. What does this pose feel like to you? How do you want to move a little bit into more ease, maybe into more depth or backing off? Turn your right palm over as you straighten your right leg. Inhale, and then as you exhale, come to your reverse warrior, bending into that front knee again. Maybe looking down the back leg. Little zip of the lower belly, little tilt back at the pelvis. Breathe here. And then come back to a warrior two. Drop your right elbow to the knee, slide your left arm over. Side angle pose. If you want, you take your right hand down to the floor. I'm going to stay just here. Spin the chest to the left. One more breath in. Breathe out, look down. And can you push yourself back up to warrior two? And then reverse warrior again. And then inhale, straighten both legs. You might like to bring your feet a little bit closer together. And reach, reach, reach to the right. Reach until you hinge into your Uttita Trikonasana, your triangle pose. So we've done a lot of work this week on noticing what's going on with the sacroiliac joint. Do you need your left hip falling forwards or can you peel it back? Remember, we worked against a wall. Both legs engaged. more breath in. Breathe out, look down at the right foot. Take your left hand to your hip and bend into that right knee again. And we're going to pop just lightly into half moon. So bring your left foot in a little bit. Right hand to the floor. Pop up the left leg. And to begin with, drop the left hip a little, zipping up the lower belly, and then peel it open. Pushing through the heel, draw the left shoulder back, maybe lift the left arm. And breathe here. Make this comfortable for your body. One more breath in, and then breathe out, look down, take both hands down, drop the left hip, and step back to a downward dog. Breathing in your downward dog. Come forwards to plank. Find your way down to the mat. Choose your back bend. Downward dog. And press the right foot down as you lift the left leg up. Lift it from the navel and reach. Inhale. And exhale, sweep it through. Drop the right heel and now come into warrior two. Sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Breathe. How is your breath? Are you breathing ujjayi? Turn the left palm over, straighten the leg. Make your way to your reverse warrior. And bend back into that left knee as you look down the right leg. Breathe. Zipping up the lower belly a little bit, not clenching. Come back to warrior two. Take a breath in here. Find your side angle pose. Keep spinning the chest. If you want to take your left hand to the floor, please do. Lift yourself back up to warrior two. Find your reverse warrior. Breathe and smile. Feel the morning. And then come back. Both legs are straight. Reach, reach, reach to the left and hinge into your triangle pose. Wonderful side stretch. We've been practicing side bending all morning. Legs are strong. Long in the side body. One more breath in. Look down as you breathe out, right hand to your hip. And draw that right foot in a little bit. And pop up into your half moon, but keeping the right hip dropped to begin with and then peeling it open. Then drawing the right shoulder back, lifting the arm, if that's right for you. Push through both heels and breathe. One more breath in. Look down as you breathe out. Drop the right hand, the right hip. And gracefully step back to your downward dog. And you have a choice. You don't have to take a vinyasa if you don't want to. You could come down to child. Otherwise, coming with me to plank, inhale. Coming down to the mat your way, exhale. Either taking upward dog or a cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. And take a full breath in here and a long breath out. And a full breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your knees wide apart, big toes together. And come into your choice of wide-kneed child. Maybe palms are facing up. Maybe hands are underneath your head. This is an opportunity to return to the stability, the ground of your breath. Okay, and then making your way back to a downward dog. And walk, step or jump your feet in between your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, push yourself all the way up. And take a moment here, exhaling, just feeling the body. Noticing the quality of your breath. Maybe feeling into your neck, your shoulders, whatever you need. And then taking both arms down by your sides, breathe in, lift your arms up. And breathe out, sit back into your chair, Utkatasana. Really strong abdomen, tailbone drawing down. Breathe here, find the strength in your legs. Take one more breath in and then bring your heels of your hands together and take a twist to the right. Looking over your right shoulder. Now for some of you this might well be enough, especially at this time in the practice. But if you fancy, see if you can come up onto your left big toe and then shoot that left foot behind you. Whoa, not like me. So we're back in a twisted lunge, like we were earlier in the practice. Find your stability. I'm saying that to me. Take a breath in. Look down as you breathe out and then lift yourself into a high lunge. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, step forwards. You're on your left big toe. You're sitting back into your chair and bring your left ankle over the left knee. And come into a little balance. One-legged chair. Breathe here. If you want to sit deeper, please do. And then can you come back the way you came and find that little high lunge? One more breath. Find your downward dog. Not easy, just doing it light towards the end of the practice. Take a little vinyasa if you like, come forwards to plank. Come down to the mat your way. Find your back bend. Downward dog. Take a breath here. And then look in between your hands and step or jump your feet forwards. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, lift your arms up and come back into your Utkatasana, your chair. Finding that stability so you know what's coming now. Take a breath in for length and then take a little twist to the left, a twisted chair, Utkatasana. Looking over your left shoulder, make sure your knees aren't knocking. Either stay here or come up onto your right big toe and shoot the right leg back. So your front knee should be over the heel, that's why I'm adjusting myself. And breathing here. Make it light. One more breath in. As you breathe out, look down. Lift your arms up into a high lunge. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, step forwards onto your right big toe. Begin to sit back into your chair. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Drawing your palms down as you sit back into this one-legged chair. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath in and a long breath out. And see if you can make it back to a high lunge. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands inside your front foot and walk your way around the long end of the mat for a lovely wide-angled forward fold. And you can take this wide-angled forward fold as you like. I'm going to take my hands over my lower back, so I want to increase mobility in the shoulders. And clasp your hands together. Draw them up the spine and then lengthen them as you roll your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 5 breaths as you pour your weight into the front of your feet. Breathe. Are you still connected to your breath after all of this movement, all of this challenge? Are you still here? Are you still aware of the intention you set for your practice? One more breath in. As you breathe out, release your hands down underneath your face. Walk your way around to the long end of your mat. Downward dog. And then drop your knees. Come into a child pose of your choice. And let the body go. Okay, I'd like to end the practice with that little sequence we did earlier on. Little cow face sequence. So if you'd like to come to all fours. Draw the right knee forwards and then wrap it around the left knee. And come to sit in between your heels. If you need to now, you extend the left leg. Let's take a moment to adjust, to feel. It's been quite a hot practice for a hot day. I'm looking forward to jumping in the river today. Lorna, I hope you can jump in the sea. I'm sure you will. Take time to settle, allowing the attention to drop down again. And you know, when we face challenges on the mat, you may or you may not have, all sorts of things can happen. We can get quite angry with the teacher, quite angry with ourselves. Why can't we do better? Why is she making us do this? And that is the moment when we come back to that question of what are we doing here anyway? What are we doing here anyway? Okay, taking your arms out wide, inhale, a little bit of a squeeze, and bring the left arm over the right, straight into eagle arms. And doing whatever you need to wriggle, to find your way to drop into this pose a little bit deeper. And if that means coming forwards, you might want to come all the way forwards, that's fine. I'm going to do that, but you might not want to. Breathe and soften. And then if you're rocked forwards, inhale, come up. And as you exhale, we'll take that little side bend again to the right. Very tender, be very tender with yourself. Feel your way. And breathe. One more breath in. Look down to the right, breathe out, and push yourself up as you breathe into the other side. Dropping into your hips. Breathing here. One more breath in. Exhale, look down and push yourself up. And just take a moment, maybe hands over your heart, to feel the body, to feel the breath here. And then finding your way back to all fours, whichever way works for you. And we'll simply take that all to the left. So sliding the left knee forwards, wrapping it around the right knee. Coming down, right leg extended if you need it to be. And dropping down through the base of your body. I haven't yet really worked out how to do September, partly because I think there's going to be a second wave and we won't be going to the river room anyway. And partly because I just am finding it really complicated to work out the best way forward. So please bear with me. I will advertise before I go away next Saturday. Inhale, open out wide. Exhale, right arm over the left. And choose what you want to do here. Listen to your body, maybe come forwards, maybe stay upright. And then inhale, straightening up. And as you exhale, release your arms and come into that little side stretch to the left. Feeling your way. One more breath in. Look down as you breathe out and gently push yourself over to the other side. Breathe. Do hope you feel fully refreshed by this practice. It's definitely worked through the whole body. One more breath in. Breathe out, look down. And then push yourself up just for a moment, maybe hands to your heart, eyes closed, to feel the body here. To notice the breath, maybe letting go now of any ujjayi breath if you still happen to be breathing that way. And then releasing your hands and releasing your legs. And taking your hands behind you. And pushing into your hands so you can lift your chest up a little here. You can point your toes, you can flex them. It's a little bit of a tilt forwards of the pelvis. Bend up your knees, mat distance apart, and have a little bit of a windshield wiper here. And I'd like to end before Shavasana with a very simple Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So do lift yourself up onto something if you need to, or bend your knees. Toes are coming towards you. And to begin with, press into your hands to help the pelvis tilt forwards. Chest is open. And then breathe and lift up your arms. Exploring that length and come forwards your way, reaching as far as you can. But not tolerating any pain in the lower back at all. And I'd like to invite you to come back to that breath we started with, where you breathe in for a count of 4 and you breathe out for a count of 6, or your count, but extend the exhalations. One more full breath in. And a long breath out. And then very carefully lifting yourself up. Taking a moment to feel the body here. Taking your hands behind you. Bending your knees, your feet on the floor. And just very briefly, let's pop up into a tabletop. See if you can lift your hips and your side waist. As you press your hands and feet into the floor. Finding that integrity in your body, in your core. One more breath in. And then we'll come down to rest in Shavasana. Or you may prefer a seated meditation. Actually, I'd like us to do a fascia wobble before we do. So lying with your feet wide apart and beginning to rock if you want to, as you press your heels into the floor. Having a little bit of a loosen up. Nothing too serious. I'm doing this for as long as you like, but at some point, obviously, stopping and allowing yourself to surrender to sensation. Let the earth have you completely. And breathe. There's nothing else to do now. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like, of course, at home. You're welcome to follow my instructions to gently come out, and I will, because I haven't done it once this week so far, turn on the options if people want to have a little chat. No pressure at all there. So if you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, taking a few slightly deeper breaths, feeling the rise and fall of your abdomen, and bringing little movements of your choice into the joints, into your wrists, and your ankles and your shoulders, maybe having a bit of a stretch, maybe bringing your knees in towards you, having a little bit of a hug, a little bit of a rock around, until you're ready to roll over into a fetal position. You might want to lie for a few moments, until you're ready to join me seated in a cross-legged position or a seat of your choice. Hands together in front of the heart space. Taking a moment to simply observe the effects of your practice this morning. Feeling the space around you. And taking a full breath in. And as you breathe out, bowing your head chin to your chest. And then breathing in, lifting your head gently and opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you, if you don't appear now on the screen, I hope you have a fantastic, hot, sunny weekend, whatever you're doing.